Albany Law School has been creating practice-ready lawyers through our clinical program for as long as clinical legal education has existed in America.
I have to admit, when I heard 50 years that we're celebrating, I kind of got misty.
It's so exciting and such an honor to be part of this 50th anniversary celebration.
Happy anniversary to the Justice Center.
Happy anniversary to the Justice Center.
I can tell you that the very best part of my experience at Albany Law School was the Justice Center.
I'm very happy to have been a part of this experience.
It's an honor to be a part of the Justice Center as we celebrate 50 years.
And behind me is the Albany Law School Legal Clinic, and inside is a group of very happy people whose efforts have given a convicted woman her life back.
When I look back at that, I'm so darn proud.
He's home. I got to kiss him goodnight last night, which is what we started with last time.
Clinical legal education at the Edward P. Swyer Justice Center is really where students really get a chance to apply the theory that they've been learning in their classroom experience for the better part of the first year of law school. And there are other classes that are designed to give them that real-world experience, but in the clinic, they are directly interfacing with supervisors, with clients, with real lawyers doing real work in real time. And so it's one of the highlights of the student experience. Students come back to us regularly and tell us how much and how impactful that experience was for them and their future careers, and they remember it long after they've graduated.
The clinical experience takes the theoretical and puts it into practice, into best practice. As a clinic student, you represent real clients facing real situations, dire legal circumstances, and you have an opportunity to make a real difference in their lives and in the lives of their families.
Just hearing these stories, hearing these intimate situations that these people go through on a daily basis, it really has motivated me to want to pursue this further in my career, and that's what I'm going to do.
During finals and during everything, you kind of feel like, oh, can I do this? Do I want to do this? And then when you go into the clinical experience, it's like, wow, this is why I came to law school. This is why I did this.
My experiences at the clinic helped me sort of expand my horizons and really develop a passion for civil rights and disability law.
It's really gratifying. I mean, that's probably the best feeling you can have is when you help out your first client.
All of the skills I've learned in the clinic have transferred to my employment now.
Right around the same time that other law schools were exploring this modality and being pressured to really by the profession to change and to adapt and to make students more practice ready, Albany Law School was already in the middle. And that occurred largely because of the judiciary reaching out to the law school around the time of the Attica uprising.
One of the things I've realized is that the through line is we were ahead of so many really important civil rights movements. When I first came, I was hired in the Disabilities Law Clinic. It became the Civil Rights and Disabilities Law Clinic. That was before the American with Disabilities Act. And so we had students working on these issues and also basically advocating and preparing for a time when the nation embraced the American Disabilities Act. Same thing with our domestic violence clinic, where we started prior to the Violence Against Women Act. So in so many ways, we were preparing our students and watching them prepare not only for the justice movements that were coming and the inclusion movements, but also for the way practice would change by this major legislation.
My experience at the Family Violence Litigation Clinic is definitely emotionally challenging. However, the gratification and the overall impact that you're making on these clients' lives goes farther than I think anything else would at the law school currently.
That clinic provided me and many others with hands-on experience in our criminal justice system, writing experience, victim advocacy, and most importantly, experience handling the day-to-day of legal practice.
Back then, we were all in one room on the first floor of a random building with a used couch and a coffee pot, and we had great fun. Today, the Justice Center is a big, beautiful building, proving to the community what value the clinics have to offer.
The Edward P. Swyer Justice Center at Albany Law School.
We're going to continue innovating, we're going to continue exploring, and we're going to continue really feeding that connection with our community so that we can give back what it is that they need. And that's what we're so excited about. The next 50 years at the Edward P. Swyer Justice Center are going to look very different than our first 50 years.
Nothing can be more rewarding than seeing a student start off in the clinic and then over time just develop into an actual new lawyer.